Hi everybody, this is Lana with the Sarsoves, and today on this video I am repainting furniture set. Make sure you watch this video till the end. Today we're gonna discuss some numbers, how much I put it in and what was my profit. So watch till the end. So I got this set at Facebook Marketplace, and when I went to pick it up, people told me that this set was belonged to his father since he was 6 years old. So it's been here for a while, and I'm glad that I was able to revamp this set and allow a second chance and for somebody else to enjoy for many years ahead. What's the first step in painting furniture? It's of course to cleaning and preparing, so your paint can just stick to it without any problem. So it's no dirt, no any oil residue between your furniture and the paint. So as always, I use the TSP cleaning degreaser and wash it off and then wipe it off with the clean rag and then clean water. And after cleaning is done, it's time to fix some corners and fill some scratches. I'm just at the beginning of my project and I'm already getting frustrated with this wood putty. For some reason it's just not sticking on, it's peeling off. I don't know, I always have a problem with that. If you guys have any help, please give me. After cleaning is done and I was able to patch all the corners and nicks and dings with the wood filler and of course sand it to be smooth. Now the next step is we're going with the shellac primer, Zinsser primer I'm using, and using the roller on bigger surfaces, it just allows you to move and go so much quicker. It took me probably 15 minutes and I was able to paint everything. When using primer, it's very important to at first to stir everything in the jar, because all these particles and parts of the primer usually sink at the bottom. So to first mix all of that, don't shake it, just take a spatula and mix everything. It's gonna combine all ingredients together and give you the best coverage. And look how fast you can paint with the roller. It just goes so fast and smooth, unbelievable. And of course, if some areas it doesn't reach, you can always go with a brush and just touch it up a little bit. No big deal, but it just allows you to work very fast. So primer is done and now we're ready to start painting. I'm using Dixie Belle French linen today. So let's talk about Dixie Belle chalk mineral paint. Because it has mineral particles, it also needs to be mixed for even and consistency in your paint. It's also very thick paint, so sometimes if you wanna less brush strokes, you might want to even spray a little bit of water so it gives you a little better spreading ability when it's mixed a little bit with water. So you can either spray on your brush or directly on your piece, or even slightly dilute it in the jar, but I would recommend to do on a separate jar, not in the main jar. Also, look at this coverage. It's one coverage, so I ended up putting 2 coats of Dixie Belle French linen, but my second coat was pretty much just touching up the areas where just I missed it. you know, so just here and there basically, you know, the coverage was unbelievable. If you're enjoying my videos so far and you haven't chance to subscribe that, it's perfect time to do that. Just hit that subscribe button and hit the bell so YouTube can notify when my new video is coming. Little stencil would make it a little prettier than just regular gray. Don't you agree with that? And my poor stencil, it had a better days. Look at this, so much residue of paint. For some reason I couldn't take it out. It dried before I got it to that. But it still works pretty good. So I'm using, again, for stenciling, I'm using Dixie Belle Driftwood. It's just a little cooler gray. French linen is a little bit warmer, in my opinion at least, gray. Driftwood is a little bit more on the cooler side. But I'm using makeup sponge applicator and I'm just stippling over and stippling, so basically just tabbing, and it eliminates the bleed through because I can pick up just a little bit of paint and just go with that. Also, I want to remind you, all the products I use today, it's gonna be in my description below. So if you need to see or know exactly what I use, you can always find there. I like to create my own colored glazes. So with this, I get usually a clear glaze. Lately I've been enjoying the Valspar. You can get this at Lowe's, at least at my stores. And it's clear. So you can add just a little bit of whatever color you wanna, any shade you're looking go for. I usually like to mix a ratio of 4 parts of glaze to maybe 1 or 2 parts of color. It depends how intense you wanna. So the more color you add, the deeper and darker it's gonna look. The less color you add, when you glaze and wipe it off, it's gonna be a lot lighter and more transparent. For today's project, I'm mixing 4 teaspoons of clear glaze, and then I will add only 1 teaspoon of color. Because I'm using black, it's already very pigmented, so I don't need so much. And black in this case is Waverly ink. It's chalk paint. This amount was enough for me to use on all 3 tops, so I used on my nightstand, my chest, and also dresser. I also learned that I like to apply my glazes in a controlled environment. I mean, I do like to work outside when the weather is nice, but if it's temperature is too hot, the paint dries just too fast. So being inside or indoors where temperature is not so hot, it gives me enough time to wipe as much as I needed without paint start drying on me. I also like to apply my glaze with brush and then wipe off with the lint-free cloth. Time to add some protection. So today I'm using Verifane poly. It's water-based and I'm using in satin sheen. So you can pick satin flat, I believe, and also gloss. I like something in the middle, and applying with a brush, but I really do enjoy to applying with the spray. So what I usually like to do is the first coat I will do the brush, so I can get in all crevices and all details and everything to make sure it's everywhere. And then the second coat I will just kind of spray it. It depends on the weather, because in the winter time you really can't do it, so sometimes you're forced to just use the brush. And when the weather gets nicer, where I am, we have a lot of pollen in spring, so it's kind of tricky too, but again, it's water-based, doesn't smell that much, so you can do inside, just open your windows kind of and dries quickly and gives you good protection. I ended up applying 2 coats of poly. With an exception on my tops, I ended up putting 3 coats for more protection and more durability. And just like with everything else, before you start using, you need to mix everything. Don't shake it, just stir it. Use the spatula, pick up everything from the bottom of the can, so it's all ingredients to mix together. And when you're applying at first, it looks like it's a little milky, but then everything is levels out and everything becomes smooth. Just apply with the long strokes and don't overwork in the same areas. Yes, you want to go a little bit over your previous line just to kind of smooth everything so it's no residue there, but just don't keep working on that, because then it's start pulling and basically become disaster. It's not gonna be because it's setting faster than you want it to. And don't you love it the way I utilize my walls? I just lean my furniture against that. I'm hoping for the best. It also helps me not to be, it brings up a little bit more to me so I don't have to bend too much. If you haven't chance to subscribe, please do so. Hit the bell and also hit the like button. I almost forgot that this dresser had a mirror. So here we go again. We're gonna clean, sand scuff, put the paint, put the protection, and done. To prevent the paint going on my mirror, I decided to put painter's tape. Yes, it was tedious job, but I felt it would be better to do this now than later on to sit and scrub the paint off of the mirror. I did change the hardware, but not all of them. So some of them reused, repurposed, but they weren't matching the color what the new ones was. So majority of them was supposed to be black, but the old one was bronzy looking. So I used the spray paint and colored them in black. And as you see, sometimes you have to improvise to help me to spray my knobs in all directions. I just attached them to a box, and I was able to lift and twist and turn and was able to hit with the sprayer on all kind of angles. And this is how it looked on the end. Look how more modern, better, more prettier looking. Somebody can use it for a long time. But wait, don't go anywhere because we still have to discuss some numbers. Okay, it's time to talk about money. So I paid $60 for this bedroom set on Facebook Marketplace. Also, I spent $14.99, which is $15 for drawers pulls. All the paint and wood fillers and the primer I already had from previous projects, but it's still investment, so I would estimate it's probably cost all, let's just say $30. I sold this set for $420. So minus all of these expenses, it was $315 of the profit, which I can spend on whatever you wish to spend. In my case, it just helps me to pay my bills. But you can create any budget and just invest this money in that. Either vacation plans, your debt, your college loans to pay, or just save it. I know it's possible, so if you're looking to make some extra bucks, that's the way to do it. Thanks for watching, and until next time, bye!